Hello, everyone. I would like you to introduce Andreas, one of our traders of back-to-back payouts, of the first one being around 1,052 and the other one being around 3K. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. And hello, everyone. My name is Andreas, known under the name Trader Life in Germany as well. I've been trading since 2015, but since 2019, I make prop trading and normal trading full-time. And as many of you know, 2020 and till like 2023, that was the truly golden era of prop trading. And back then things were different and the industry have changed, and today we have to approach it differently. So I think now we need to be on the focus on to be consistent. So we have to trade in a really good way with nice risk management, money management. And yeah, I try to be on funded trader markets, one of the consistently traders, and I hope I can hold the account as long I can. Yes, that's my mission.
Yeah, I'm amazed you're able to hold it for a long time because most people can't even hold it for 2 weeks. So how did you get started in trading? You want to tell us a little bit of your background?
Yes, I started trading because I had no money. So first I changed my job. I was looking for more money, and in trading you need money to grow up, and I had no money. So prop trading was only the way to get more. And so I started with the old prop firm FTMO with a little challenge with only 50K, and I didn't make it. It was a long process to get a profitable way. So I decided to make it slow. So in prop trading, you need like 3 challenges to pass one. This is a really good rate, but many people think they can take every challenge and pass it in one time. But the truth isn't like that. So I go to many prop firms and tested many ways to trade. And now I'm in this position to get many payouts because I'm aiming for like 1% payouts, 2% payouts. Yes, consistency is the key for me. Yes.
How old were you when you first started trading?
I was 18 back then. Full time, I make it 2019, but I lost like 50K. It was a lot of money. And with the last 5K, I was able to back up and get huge payouts and make it again. Yes.
Quick question. What was your very first job you had before you started getting into trading?
I was sales manager,
Okay.
and I got many money from that, but I want more and more, and trading was only the way to scale up. So I started with 50K 2019, lost like 45K, but after that I make it, and I'm trading coach as well and make many other stuff, but trading was the start for everything in the end.
That's a lot to lose. Usually
Yes.
most people quit. Holy shit. So let's get into your trading. How do you trade? Are you an ICT or are you a trend line trader? Tell us about how you trade verbally.
It's like, I think many traders out there are constantly searching for the holy grail, ICT, SMC or something, that one strategy or the indicator that will always work. But the reality is no one can predict the future. That is my opinion. If
Hmm.
poor technical trading alone was enough to be consistently profitable, then firms would simply create bots that trade for them. But such a system does not exist. That's why I combine fundamental analysis with technicals. And fundamentals provide a tailwind, a directional bias, that can shift a 50-50 probability into a 60-40 edge. This small boost makes a big difference, in my opinion, over the long run. And technicals, on the other hand, help me with the execution, finding good entries, and managing risk. So I take fundamentals for the long directions and technicals for the entry. Yes. And for me, the key is flexibility. Market conditions change. And if you only trade on technical patterns without understanding the bigger picture, you will struggle in the long run. And experience are far more important than blindly following a technical based system. Yes.
Nice. So out of all the 6 years you've been trading, have you been trading just one pair, a couple pairs, and were you switching it up every couple months, years to
Yes.
get to where you are today?
At
How do you,
first, I started with only one pair, like gold or Nasdaq or S&P 500. But for now, I trade every pair because every pair I have more opportunities. And many people say trade only one pair so you have a better chance to improve or something. But for me, more pairs, more opportunities. But I trade with only like 1 or 2 trades per day. That is my day trading strategy. And I'm also a swing trader. I make like 2 trades in a month because for me, freedom is everything. I travel a lot, make a lot of things. So don't trade every day with 10 trades, 20, 50 trades because freedom is everything. And yes, a lot of traders have the edge to get aiming for a large risk to reward, like 1 to 3 or higher. But in prop trading, we have a limited drawdown. The higher the risk reward ratio, the lower the win rate. And when you are working with a funded account, long losing streak can quickly happen and you're out of the game in prop trading. So that's why I prefer a high profitability approach with 1-to-1 trades, and they are much easier to hit. Instead of waiting for that one big trade, I focus on taking A plus setups. So I have a higher success rate. And so you don't go to the bigger drawdowns. And yes, this is my strategy. 1-to-1 trade because I have like 60% win rate. 1-to-2 is like 40% and 1-to-3 is like 20%. And in prop trading, you can't go to the big drawdown. So for me, 1-to-1 is the key. Yes.
before you found your strategy within the 6 years, at what point in time were you profitable? And prior to that, how was your risk management before becoming profitable? And what was the key factor in your trading to break through that barrier that most people can't overcome?
Yes, it takes a lot of time. Trading is a long process. And for me, I was changing many strategies. I tested every strategy. But at the long run, you need one strategy, you need one edge, and your psychology is the key for everything. And risk management, money management, everything, you need time. And many traders think that they are profitable in 1, 2, or 3 years. But this is nothing, in my opinion. I traded so long and I needed 4 years, like 4 years to get break even. And after that, I'm going to be profitable. And I'm not the richest person ever. I'm growing too, but I'm scaling with many prop firms. And I think that is the first step. One step to get funded. And when you are funded, you need to be consistent. Make your payouts 1%, 2 or 3%. And yeah, discipline, patience are key. Yes.
When you first started or before you became profitable, were you over leveraging a bit? And was your strategy still swing trading as well? So this whole time you're trading different pairs like you did for the 6 years and you were swing trading? Because some people say that for you to get experience, you need to scalp or do lower time frames as you need to experience more losses to win. What are your thoughts on that? And is that what you did?
Yes, in the past, I over leveraged too hard because in a challenge, you need the 10% profit target. And I was thinking that I can reach 10% on the funded account with no problems. But this doesn't work. Sometimes it works, and I made a lot of big payouts. But for now, the prop trading space changed. So now we need to be consistent, and I make many mistakes like over leveraging, small stops. For me, bigger stops are much better, because in day trading, sometimes you have slippage or costs, and with a bigger stop, you have a better advantage to hit the profit. So aim for 1-to-1 was the main reason why I'm now profitable, and I changed often the system. And this is now the approach for now is, think about this way. Imagine a challenge where the profit target is just 1%. How many traders would be able to pass that? A lot. And if you approach funded accounts in the same way, by steadily growing the account with controlled risk, we can get payouts more frequently. This thinking about, okay, challenge and funded accounts are two pairs different, and it's hard to pass a challenge. We all know it, but to treat the funded account right is the key to success in the long run. Yes.
All right. One more question about risk management that I'm curious about. At what point in stage were you so frustrated you're like, I gotta stop over leveraging, or I'm just gonna keep losing money? At what, like, how many years did it take you? And did you just start back testing a lot to change your risk management mindset? And how were you able to shift your psychology from a noob to a professional?
Yes, it takes a long time. You need the pain. You need to lose a lot of money for this pain. But one day you realize your all mistakes. And after that, you want to change it, because I hate to go to work in a job, in a 9-to-5 job. And I had the last 5K, and that was the last opportunity to go to the 9-to-5 job again, or to make it happen with trading. And after that, with the last 5K, I decided to make it like a pro and make the risk management right, the money management right, and have many strategies for the challenge or for the funded account. You need to be flexible. And it sounds easy, but it takes like 3 years, 4 years. It was a long time and a dark time. But you need to do it again, and again, and after that you get the money. And now I'm on this point. Trading is a long journey, and patience is the key for everything. Many traders expect instant results, but real success comes from improvement and sticking to a plan. And getting funded is the first step. The real challenge is managing capital wisely, avoiding emotional decisions, and building profits steadily.
So, how long did it take you to have a real concrete back-tested plan where you actually trust? Did you use FX replay like some backtester to test every day for the 3 years before you started becoming profitable? Also,
I tested many things and many strategies, but for me, backtesting is in the past. And if it works in the past, it's no guarantee for the future. So I was checking what is good for the last 10 years. What happened for a new president candidate or something? What happens there? And yes, I was backtesting that, but sensationality was a big thing in my trading to change my trading style. Sensationality and combinations with where is this change in the DXY, in the US dollar index. It is now strong or it is weak. And the US dollar index, if it's strong, I traded USD JPY, USD CAD, USD CHF long. This is the fundamental bonus, but I backtesting this a lot, and this works for me now. But for many traders, they don't understand how I use DXY, fundamental data or sensationality. They don't work for them. But for me, it worked and built a trading edge.
thanks for the insight. How you trade. Hopefully, you're all listening.
Yes.
Have you tried other props? And how's your experience with FTM? And what do you think of us so far?
FTM was a really nice firm. It has transparency. That was important for me, and trader friendly conditions. And FTM has no slippage or something. And that is really important for me, because sometimes I make faster trades, and that is really important. In FTM, I had the payout, the first payout in 2 hours and the second one in 6 minutes. And at other prop firms, I waited like 2 weeks, 3 weeks sometimes, or 3 months. I traded with all prop firms out there, and I love FTM, but you need to be consistent. You have the consistency rule. That is difficult. We know it. But we have fast payouts. We have the cheapest prices. And so I recommend FTM for me. Yes.
Yes, it's either you gotta pay a higher price for easier challenges or cheaper price for harder challenges. But the harder challenge is what keeps you afloat.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, how was your experience with our customer support so far? Have you ever contacted them, and what are your thoughts? Have they been helpful?
Yes, they are really fast. We have the Discord support, and they provided me really fast informations. And we have the FAQ section. There is everything and transparency. There's no hidden rule overall. And the support team is really fast. And I know the support team many years, the members. And yes, so I started with FTM, and you are more than 6 months now in the market. So that was for me important for long time success with your prop firm to trade.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Finally, what message would you like to give to the community regarding your experience with FTM?
If you start with FTM, you need to be a profitable trader, consistently a trader, and then you can start the journey with FTM. And we have good prices, we have no slippage or something. And I think it's a good start, no hidden rule. So start with FTM. I see no problem there, and I love it. But you need to be consistent. That I can say.
All right, final thoughts. Is there anything you would like to share with our audience? Maybe a piece of encouragement for traders who's like struggling
Okay.
when times are tough?
Trading is a long journey, and patience is the key. So many traders expect instant results, but real success comes from improvements and sticking to the plan. Getting funded is just the first step. The real challenge is managing capital wisely, avoiding emotional decisions, and building profits slow and steady. So by focusing consistency, realistic expectations, and aiming for frequent payouts rather than big wins, we have better sustainable success in the long run. Yes.
Well, thank you guys. Here you have it, the great trader life. How can the audience reach you if they're struggling and they need your guidance? Do you have a Twitter handle?
Yes, they can reach me in Instagram, traderlife.de. All content is in German, but some content are in English, and you can reach me with your questions in Instagram. Yes.
All right, guys, we'll put his handles in the description. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.